APL virtual programming. I am Amy, one of the Adult Services librarians at the library, and this is Jenny, the owner of Food for Thought Market and Cafe. For a couple of years now, we have been doing programs where you have been able to come to us and learn how to cook things and all sorts of new techniques, but since we are closed, we are bringing the program to you. And with that, here's Jenny.
Hi, everybody. Okay, starting first, we're actually going to scrub in. So first thing you do before you ever start cooking is you wash your hands. 20 seconds, hot water, good soap, you're good to go. Get under your fingernails. Do all of the things to ensure that your hands are as clean as possible before you actually start prepping food. First thing we've started with is we've soaked and rinsed all of our cucumbers and let them sit for about 10 minutes in a water bath with about a tablespoon of salt just to get all of the impurities off of the skins of the cucumbers, because we're not going to skin these or peel skins, whatever. We do want to ensure that they're able to absorb as much of the brine that we make as possible, and the best way to do that is to get them soaking and let them breathe. So I've done that already. I'm going to start taking all of these guys out, and our recipe calls for about a gallon of cucumbers. And you can make these pickles as any kind of pickle you want to make them. If you want to make hamburger rounds, if you want to make the spears, if you want to make halves, all of this can turn into all of that over there. It just depends on what you want to do. So we're going to start by making our brine. I need to have 1.5 quarts of water, which equates to 6 cups of water. So I'm going to take a liquid measuring cup. This is a liquid measuring pitcher. And if you don't have one on hand, just make sure it's a liquid measuring cup. And we are going to get 6 cups of water. I also need 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, or also normal distilled white vinegar. I actually like both. One is for flavor enhancing and one is to take the bite away from all of the flavor enhancement. So I like the pickles to be a little bit more mellow. So I'm going to pour in about 1/2 cup of the apple cider vinegar, and then I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of just distilled white vinegar. And we are already definitely starting to smell like pickles. We're gonna put our cooktop on a medium-high setting, and then we are going to go ahead and pour in our brine solution. You also need to make sure that you are using a non-aluminum type of pan, because aluminum and vinegar will not mix, and it will definitely create a different kind of flavor for your pickles. We're going to need 1/2 cup of sugar. And then you're also going to need 1/2 cup of salt. And I use the canning and pickling salt mainly because it does not solidify in the bottom of the jars, and it actually absorbs faster into the pickling solution, as well as the cucumbers or whatever you're pickling. Whatever pickles your fancy. Then I need 1.5 tablespoons of Pickling Spice. You can buy this at any grocery store, spice market, restaurant food supply. All of that will get the job done. And I also like heat in my pickles. So I like my pickles to be a little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat, and a little bit of everything. So I add some red pepper flakes into my brine solution, and that, I try not to add a tablespoon. This is where you get to kind of play with the solution. If you don't want any heat, don't put any in there. And if you do, make it to your taste and flavors. That's the best part about cooking for yourself or anyone else. You know what you like, and you get to do it that way. Once this brine solution comes to a boil and heats up, we're gonna turn that water off. We're going to let it cool completely. The reason we're letting it cool completely is because we actually don't want the pickles to get, the cucumbers to get cooked, so to speak. So you get that crunch that you get with a really great refrigerator pickle. This is what our finished product's gonna look like once our brine is all cooled and we're able to chop some pickles up. I like these hamburger slices. These are from our last batch not too long ago. I'm gonna go ahead and get to slicing our onion. And when it comes to slicing anything, you want your claw because it will save you. And you're going to claw down onto whatever item you're chopping or slicing. And the reason you're doing this is because to safely chop, we want to get up close to the knuckles, but we don't want to go into the hands at all. And that's why we're always seeing people chop safely by using like a talon, claw, whatever. Like I said, it'll save your hands in the long run. We are just going to mince up our onion so they're smaller bits and they get out of the way for the cucumbers. And then from that, we have our onions ready to go in the jars. And then I'm going to get our pickles ready to go into the jars as well. And I usually do a mix of halves, spears, and rounds just because I got a lot of people that ask for different things and I try to please all of them. All right, to spear, I'm just gonna slice in half and then I'm gonna slice in half again. And there are some really beautiful pickle spears. You don't want them paper thin just because they really, I like the bite and the crunch of, it's a preference thing, again. All preference. So what I'm doing right now is I put in about a half a teaspoon of minced garlic. I'm just putting in a lovely sprinkle of some minced onion, just enough to fill up part of the way, because you're gonna see me do this again. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some fresh dill that I have just rinsed, and I'm gonna take the sprigs and put some in there. So now that I've got my rounds ready, I'm gonna go ahead and fill some of these in. And then I'm also going to take a bit more, just a dash, or just a splash of the dill. And now I'm topping off and leaving about, we're filling to this line right here. You wanna leave about, that's a ½ inch. You wanna leave enough room for the liquid to pour in and leave room for the lid and the ring to go around it. You need to fill in enough that you can pour in liquid, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more of the dill and a little bit more of the onion. Then I'm also gonna add the rest of these spears so that we're leaving enough room for the brine. So you can choose to do this one of two ways. You can just pour from your actual pan itself. It will probably make a mess. There's no probably to it, you're gonna make a mess. Or you can just ladle it in. Grab your jar, and it's okay to get any of the pickling spice in there. It just adds a little bit more flavor. And I want to fill up right to about halfway between these two lines, actually. That gives us plenty of room, and we want to ensure that the cucumbers are all properly covered. You'll just take your seal here, place that over the opening, and then we're gonna take our ring and just make sure the ring's on the threads properly, and you're gonna seal this. And these are actually gonna sit for a day, 24 hours. From the time that you finish these out on the counter, you'll actually find, depending on how hot the items are, that it will seal on its own. But we're gonna let this sit, and then they're going to move to the fridge. They are best if you eat them a week after you created them, and they'll last again for about a month and a half safely. Again, guys, thanks so much for spending time with us in our kitchen, in my kitchen anyways, in the kitchen. And you guys are all missed. I hope everyone's safe. Thank you again for the time, and we hope you guys have a beautiful week.